Hello. Well, here we have another little project. This is a Commodore 64, obviously a Commodore joystick, with a power supply and what looks like a mighty intriguing video cable that has the regular RCA outputs, but also looks like an S-video. Anyway, the story behind this machine is it's dead. Well, at least it isn't working. But there are signs of life. So, I was contacted by a nice fellow, and I am going to have a look at this machine and see what it is that I can see, and hopefully figure out what is wrong and make it go again. In the whole time I've been in all of my experiences with Commodore 64s, I have only ever found one that was actually totally, completely dead. So, not that I haven't found some that are pretty sickly, but the only one I ever found that was absolutely nothing could be salvaged was in Florida, and it had been not directly hit by lightning, but I guess there was a lightning strike in the area, and every chip, there were no signs of, like, the traces weren't burned or anything, but anyway, it looked fine, but there was nothing to be salvaged. It was one of the rare times I just said, you know what, it's Commodore does this thing where they swap out the circuit board, let's just do that, because everything was cooked. So, what is wrong with this? I have no clue, but we will find out. First, of course, I will connect this computer to a different power supply than this, and a different monitor cable than this, to a video cable and to a monitor, and just see what it does. I'm suspecting there will be some flash on the screen, and we'll see. And then once I hopefully can determine what is really wrong, then I will put back into play the parts and pieces that came with me, and I'll test the joystick and stuff. There is, of course, one key or keycap that is broken. It is the H key, and unfortunately the stem is also broken. So that means definitely this needs to be opened up, and probably the shift lock key will have to be unsoldered. And but assuming the keyboard is working and happy and clean, it basically means removing all the little screws, getting the bad stem out, which, if it can be done without unsoldering the shift lock key, great, but looking at its location, that might not be possible. But you know, not a terrible thing. It seems, oh yes, it is fall. A leaf has just fallen from the tree here. Anyway, so let the games and the experimentation begin. Bye for now. Thanks for being here. I'm just having a look at the H key, and just to show, well, you see the stem that the key would sit on is gone. It may be that if we push on this, it might actually produce an H. It might, but I've not plugged anything in yet, at all, yet. But with the stem broken, and it's funny, not most of the keys that get broken are more likely around the edge, but you know, things happen. So, yes, because the stem is gone, we could probably, without having to open it up, sort out something that might work, but it's probably best to open it up and do it properly. Assuming, of course, the machine can be saved. We shall see. Onward to the experimentation. So the first thing we're going to do here is I have a different Commodore 64 hooked up to a monitor with a power supply and a video cable. We're going to turn that on to ensure that what we're doing is indeed, or what I have here is indeed working, and it is. So this is the machine I just got. I'm just going to put the power on, and look at that. The LED does light up. This is a good sign. And now, here it is, hooked up to the monitor. We'll hit the power. Well, it made a little sound that was encouraging, but as you see, nothing has appeared on the monitor. So what I'm about to do now is I'm going to put in this Commodore Diagnostics and Utilities cartridge, which sometimes, even if things are not well inside, will give me a hint as to what's going on, sometimes not. We will give it a try.